canceled after a player on the East team tested positive for COVID-19. The other East football team members are now being quarantined. The volleyball match, though, is still on, as the volleyball players had no exposure to the player who tested positive. West Nebraska All-Star Committee members and decision makers working closely earlier and throughout the day with the Panhandle Public Health Department. So while you want to have that excitement over today's All-Star volleyball match, clearly things just with a little bit of a different feel, not quite the same, and frankly a sobering reminder of what's possibly to come here in the fall. Today's news and the cancellation of the football game feels like a bit of a preview of what could be happening once we get to the high school sports season in the fall. It happened quickly, and there's really no other answer other than to protect kids, families, and communities. We press on. Volleyball is a go. Fans entering the building are having their temperature checked before taking a seat. There will be social distancing measures in place here at Cougar Palace, and the All-Star Committee is asking, if you're maybe listening and on your way in right now, that you wear a mask, although that's not being mandated. Again, volleyball a go, and first serve coming up here shortly. But again, for tonight, the football game at Bearcat Stadium that was slated for a 7 o'clock start has been canceled after a player on the East team tested positive for COVID-19. So definitely glad to have you listening on 106.9 The Trail, streaming online at KHYYFM.com, and now we're on KNEB.TV as well. We were going to go radio only because we expected to have that quick turnaround of 4 o'clock first serve for volleyball and then football at 7 o'clock. You need time to get all the television equipment set up in place and tested. So with no football, we've now shifted and we've got the television set up here at WNCC's Cougar Palace. We're about 11 or so minutes away from first serve here for the 32nd annual West Nebraska All-Star Volleyball match here at WNCC's Cougar Palace. Still to come on the Platte Valley Company's pregame show. We'll set the rosters for you for today's matchup. Plus, up next, I catch up with both head coaches for today's All-Star Showcase. We'll get coaches' thoughts right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Santa's been busy making his list, but the elves at Viero are helping him check it twice with big Christmas and July savings on iPhones like a free SE or up to $700 off 11 series with a new line of service and eligible trade. Need 2 lines? Buy one, get one for you and the kids. Hurry in before these deals are gone. Visit a local Viero store or Viero.com for more details. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
We're back on the Platte Valley Company's pregame show. It's time to check in with our all-star volleyball coaches ahead of first serve. Players and coaches met with the media on Wednesday at Bearcat Stadium. Let's start with the East team and head coach Katie Hoblin. Hoblin coaches at Anselmo Myrna High School, and she's really just glad the kids get to have this week after a tough few months of uncertainty.
We are very excited that we get to do it, and I think the kids are very excited about it, just to get together and get to do something normal.
Hoblin's got an all-star group with her that she's confident can handle the balance of having fun, but also trying to compete for a win coming up here in a few minutes.
Well, I think first and foremost, with all the cancellations, we got to make this a fun, positive experience for the kids. And then winning comes. These kids are athletes. They're competitive, so that part will come later, I think.
Now, coaches in these all-star settings get the luxury of bragging on their own student athletes for one final time. Let's learn about the players from Anselmo Myrna that are playing today.
Yep, I have 2 kids down here. I have a setter, Alexis Zimmer, and she has been a wonderful leader for us and a go-getter, and she'll be definitely missed next year. And then we have a middle, Michaela Burnett, and she is just a great role model and a positive kid, and so she'll do really good things. She's going to play at Doane next year, so she'll do really good things.
That was East head coach Katie Hoblin from Anselmo Myrna High. For the West team, Chadron High School's Blakely Hoffman leads the way.
Oh, very excited. I didn't think this was going to go at all. I'm just more excited for the girls that they get the opportunity to experience this and get to play in the game.
Hoffman's got Tylee Strawhide and Allie Ferguson from her Cardinals program tagging along with her this week. She's excited about that.
You know, these two have had a huge impact on the program since they were freshmen. I wish I could have had the third one here, you know, that would have been even better, but these two I think are going to have a lot of fun. And I remember last year after this, I told them if you get the chance, you know, to take advantage of the experience.
Now, if you're thinking about Chadron girls sports coming up this year, you've got to remember and factor in that Olivia Reed, one of the best athletes in the Panhandle the last 2 years, is no longer there. She's attending Windsor High School, I believe, in Colorado after her dad, Houston, left the Chadron State men's basketball program for an assistant's job at Northern Colorado. Things will be different for the Chadron volleyball program this year.
You know, we have 3 girls who are very experienced. 2 of them have played since they were freshmen. The other one, actually all of them since they were freshmen. One of them's a junior, but you know, we'll have a little bit of an experience with some youth, but I look to our upperclassmen to really be good leaders, and they've done a good job so far up to this point.
Some of the West Stars today include 2 from Sydney, Nicole Berner and Maddie Johnson. Johnson's been one of the top players in the region throughout her career, and she's ready to rep the Lady Raiders one more time.
It means a lot to me, just everything that Sydney, the community, and the schools and my coaches have done for me to get me where I am today. It's amazing to be able to represent them one last time. Just playing volleyball is fun, and meeting new people is fun, and when it's all together, it makes it so much more fun. And when everyone's on the same page and have the same idea, it makes it easier to win.
It's West Nebraska All-Star Volleyball on tap from WNCC's Cougar Palace. First serve getting closer. I'll have more on the Platte Valley Company's pregame show right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Security is just a slide away. We're excited to announce that Card Ballet is here. Card Ballet is a simple,
Box Butte General Hospital continues our mission to lead and innovate in healthcare delivery and community wellness. But this isn't just a hospital. This is home to exceptional patient care. This is the greatest place to work, receive care, and practice medicine. This is innovation in action. This is community wellness. This is where specialty clinics fit your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. We are Box Butte General Hospital. This is us. Great things are happening here since 1976.
At KHYYFM.com, and you're watching possibly on KNEB.TV or on our KNEB YouTube channel as well. Let's take a look at these rosters as we're still a few minutes away from first serve, expecting that right around 4 o'clock. Let's start with the West Club. Again, the head coach for the West team is Blakely Hoffman. During the high school season, she's at Chadron High as the head coach. Her assistant is Jolene Dodge from Garden County High School here in the Panhandle. We'll just kind of go numerical order. That'll start with Nicole Berner, of course, a standout athlete at Sydney High School. Nicole going to attend the University of Nebraska at Lincoln and major in chemistry. Next up on the roster, Sierra Garrett. We saw her last week at Panhandle Prep Basketball. She represents Gordon Rushville High School. She's going to get an education in psychology at Chadron State College coming up starting here in the fall. Sophie Spady from Chase County High School. She's going to attend Chadron State College and pursue a degree in nursing. Madeline Watchhorns from Layton High, and she'll attend Concordia University in the fall, major in healthcare and business. J.D. Cummins, we saw her last week as well for Panhandle Prep All-Star Basketball. Spoke with her over at Bearcat Stadium on Wednesday for Media Day. She's going to run track in Maryville, Missouri at Northwest Missouri State. Allie Ferguson from Chadron High School. She'll be at Chadron State College playing volleyball. Maddie Johnson, one of the standout volleyball players in the region, Sydney High School. She's going to attend the University of South Dakota to play volleyball. Tylee Strathhide from Shadron High School. She'll go to Shadron State, major in health science. Chloe Stupka is from Creek Valley. She plans on attending Shadron State, majoring in psychology, Colorado State, majoring in psychology. And rounding out the roster for the West team is Mallie McNair from Chase County. She'll attend the University of Nebraska at Kearney. We'll step away and come back with more right.
Plant seeds of safety around irrigation equipment. Here are some potential hazards. Avoid moving irrigation equipment on windy days. Never try to remove an irrigation pipe that is contacting a power line. Keep spray from irrigation systems away from power lines. Make sure wiring is always grounded properly. Stay away from irrigation systems during lightning activity. We should always promote safety in all fields of endeavor. This message is brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
You may look forward to spending the seasons with family in your home, but not when these critters come knocking on your door. That's where Benzel Pest Control saves the day. Family owned since 1976, we provide prompt, professional, and efficient services to keep your home or business safe and secure all year round.
With 3 generations and more than 4 decades of service to the Nebraska Panhandle and Southeast Wyoming, Benzel Pest Control is the only name in all seasons pest defense.
Cougar Palace, the location on campus at Western Nebraska Community College, as we get sent for West Nebraska All-Star Volleyball Year 32 for the All-Star Showcase match here between the East and the West squads. We went through the roster for the West. Right now, how about we give you the lineup for the East squad? Starting with Michaela Burnett. She played at Anselmo Myrna, and she's out here with her head coach, Katie Hoblin, this week. For Michaela Burnett, she'll attend Doane University and play volleyball there for the Tigers. Brianna Glendy is from Sargent High School. She'll go to Central Community College in Columbus. Kinsey Skillstad from North Platte St. Patrick's High. She'll go to Northeast Community College in Norfolk and then on to Nebraska Lincoln. Taylor Conroy is from South Loop. He's going to attend Kansas State University with a major in nutritional science. Michaela Dukes is from Juanita Palisade. Michaela Dukes will attend Central Community College. She'll play volleyball. Avery Johnson from Maywood Hayes Center. She'll attend North Platte Community College. Associate's degree in science and business will be her focus. She'll play volleyball. Alexis Zimmer from Anselmo Myrna, also out here with her head coach and Coach Hoblin. And rounding out the lineup is Callie Glendy from Callaway. And she'll attend the University of Nebraska Kearney and major in exercise science and a minor in athletic training and coaching. Mentioned Katie Hoblin, the head coach for the East, assisting Coach Hoblin the last few days. And here for today's match is Corey Rohde from Maywood Hayes Center High School. Jeff Kelly, who handles our Gearing broadcasts on the Rural Radio Network, handling PA duties, running through the lineup right now for the West squad here for this week. And if you missed it, of course, the disappointing news of the day, the big breaking news was an East football player did test positive for COVID-19. Rest of the East team has been quarantined, and of course, the football game scheduled for 7 o'clock tonight at Cougar Palace at Bearcat Stadium has been canceled. Volleyball had no close contacts with that player that tested positive, so volleyball is on. Lineups being introduced right now, and we are just moments away from first serve here at WNCC's Cougar Palace. I'm Chris Catrone with you here courtside at our Logos broadcast location. Of course, Logos is your home for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Shop the showroom or have something custom made. That's at Logos, 1344 10th Street in Gehring. Coach's comments earlier you heard brought to you by Scottsbluff Screen Printing. You can always see Shane Wilson and his fine staff, and you'll be in the zone all season long. We will play all 5 sets regardless of the outcome of the first 3 or 4. We will play all 5. And we'll get you the lineups on the floor here. We'll start with the East team. That'll be Avery Johnson out there. Also Alexis Zimmer. Kinsey Skillstad. Brianna Glendy. Check some of the, last week was great. They had the regular high school home and away uniforms on for Panhandle Prep. More the blue and red t-shirt style for today. For the West, I see Nicole Berner, J.D. Commons. Also Mally McNair, Maddie Johnson out there.
Serving for the East will be number 1, Brianna Glendy.
So Brianna Glendy is up first and serving. 5-2 out is Sargent. Plays one near the back row. Nicole Berner sets to her right side. A back set that time, and hitting into the net for the West squad was Allie Ferguson from Shadron. So Brianna Glendy again with the East leading 1-0. Johnson to the front row. Berner sets left. Commons plays it across. Bump set in the air. Now they'll pass front row. Skillstad pushes one across to the front row. Berner from Sydney. The set double block. And a good job at the net. The double block that time set up for Avery Johnson, and I believe that was Alexis Zimmer over that direction. So a 2-0 start here for the East squad. West Nebraska All-Star Volleyball. Left side, Berner with the set. And that was J.D. Cummins from Ogallala with the kill. Cummins has her first kill, first point of the match for the West squad. They trail 2-1. They are on serve. And that is Allie Ferguson from Shadron serving long.
Serve goes long, point East.
First service there for the West squad. East leads 3-1. Skillstad, 5'8" from St. Pat's behind the service line. Comes across to the front row. Ferguson now. That is Maddie Johnson, University of South Dakota recruit. And Maddie Johnson with a big right-hand hammer that time, and she's got her first kill of the match. A 3-2 lead here for the East. It'll be Madeline Watchorn from Layton, 6 feet tall. And we'll see what she comes. No, check that. That is J.D. Commons from Ogallala serving. East across, ball at the net, up in the air. East controls left side. That's Glendy. Berner, bump set to her high school teammate, and kill number 2 for Maddie Johnson.
Kill by Maddie Johnson, point West.
And we're even 3-3 here in our opening set. Commons to serve from Ogallala. J.D. Commons across. Comes down the middle deep. They'll set it. Johnson a little tip set across. Avery Johnson from Maywood Hayes Center. And she's got her first point of the late afternoon. East leads 4-3. Serving is Alexis Zimmer out of Anselmo Myrna. Here with her high school head coach, Katie Hoblin. Back set from Berner. Maddie Johnson, kill number 3.
Sydney's Maddie Johnson.
3 kills in the first 4 points for Sydney's Maddie Johnson. Now Nicole Berner set to serve for the West squad. Berner jump serve. That is deep and long. Second service there for the West squad here early on. A 5-4 lead for the East. And now serving is Avery Johnson out of Maywood Hayes Center. Purple clad on the shoes. Dig to the front row. Berner pops it up. West just plays it across. Rally continues. Setting to the left side of the net. Unable to finish it was Glendy from South Loop. Now the West. And that'll be a kill for Mally McNair. The kill for the West and the point. And we are even at 5 apiece. Maddie Johnson from Sydney. Johnson jump serve. Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Net cord comes across and falls into the donut in the middle of the floor. And that'll be an ace for Johnson. Off to a rousing start here for the West squad. And another. Nope, they'll award this point to the East. So now 6-6. And it'll be Kaylee Glendy serving from South Loop, 5'8". First look at her on serve today. She'll float one across to Johnson, to the front row. Berner, set left, and Allie Ferguson just wide. Out of bounds, point goes to the East side. They lead 7-6. We'll play all 5 sets here today regardless. Down to dig that one out. Commons to the front row. Berner set it up for Madeline Watchorn off the right side. And a kill off the wing for Watchorn. Her first kill. And now serving is Watchorn, the 6-footer from Layton. Low line drive serve. Skillstad. Oh, really almost found the floor on a little slice shot coming down the near side. East has it. Skillstad again has to just play it across. Berner front row, quick set, and now tipping it deep to no man's land and down for a point. JD Cummins from Ogallala.
For the West, point West.
8-7 the lead here for the West side. And now Watchorn serves again for the West. And that'll be the 3rd service error already here in the opening set for the West side. 3 of the 8 points for the East have come on service mistakes from the West squad. Serving for the East is Michaela Dukes from Juanita Palisade.
Point West.
Another point for the West squad off the big hit off the block. So now Molly McNair will serve for the West from Chase County. Up in the air, Skillstad pushes one deep, nobody home. Sophie Spady had vacated that area, and the point goes to the East. Competitive start here, 9-9 the score. Serving is Brianna Glendy from Sargent. To the front row, Berner will set left and into the net. And the point goes to the East. So Glendy on serve, her East squad with a 10-9 lead. Glendy played by Maddie Johnson. Berner, back set. Allie Ferguson, a little out of system that time, but unable to handle that was Avery Johnson from Maywood Hayes Center. Point goes to the West. And Allie Ferguson from Chadron picks up the tally. We're even up 10-10. Ferguson jump serve. Tough to handle. Down to get it was the East. Now Johnson runs into the officials' stanchion, and that'll be a point to the West team. They lead 11-10. Serving is Allie Ferguson. Bit of a knuckleball. Johnson pops it up. Setting middle, playing it across the east. Now Burner at the net for the West. Maddie Johnson, double block that time, and credit
The block at the net, point East.
Avery Johnson with the point on the block. We're even at 11s.
Serving Kinsey Skillstad from North Platte St. Pat.
Skillstad back behind the line serving. Flat-footed across it comes. Burner. Back set. Commons. Played up in the air. Now Skillstad for the east. Zemmer sends it over. Burner sets up Maddie Johnson. And no answer from the east defensively. No one there to dig that out. Maddie Johnson with 4 kills here in the opening set. And the West team with the lead now 12-11. Sophie Spady's out. And it looks like Watchhorn maybe check back in. Serving is Commons from Ogallala. Skillstad plays it to the front row. Checked out Avery Johnson, then blocked at the net. As Watchhorn and Johnson team up on the defensive stop. 13-11. West with their first 2-point lead here in the opening set. Commons serves. Hustling after it, and bump setting that one into about the third row was Michaela Dukes from Juanita Palisade. 14-11 our score. West stretching things out to a 3-point lead. Opening set. We'll play all 5. Brianna Glendy. Now, Kaylee Glendy back set. Watchhorn can't finish on the kill. Some miscommunication. And these All-Stars just arrived here on Wednesday. A few practices, but tough to get fully on the same page for some of this in-game activity and communication. A little miscommunication that time results in an East point. Burner at the front. Little dump set across. Thought she had a freebie. Nice dig back here from Skillstad. Now Maddie Johnson, just long. And a point goes to the East. 14-13. Alexis Zimmer from Anselmo Myrna now serving for the East. Played to the front. They are getting it to Burner on the pass. And now we had an East player into the net, so the West awarded the point, and they go back up by 2, 15-13. 10 points away now from a set 1 win. And a long serve that time. 4 service errors for the West here in the opening set. Now serving for the East is Avery Johnson. Got a couple of kills here in this opening stanza. Burner, back set. Maddie Johnson, dug by Avery Johnson. Right back across, free ball to Maddie Johnson, and she knows what to do with it as the East goes back up by 2, 16-14. But a really nice play by Avery Johnson defensively, just couldn't control it. And that ball sailed back over the net right to a waiting Maddie Johnson, who's serving and serving long. 5 service errors in the opening set now for the West. 5 of the 15 points for the East have come on service mistakes from the ladies in red here today. Kaylee Glendy, 5'8" out of South Loop, serving. To the front row, Burner. And a little tip set across from Molly McNair. That's down for a point.
With the tip, point West.
17-15. Madeline Watchhorn to serve for the West side. The late and high product. Passing it. Now Skillstad will have to play it across. Going up to thwart any sort of rally. That was Molly McNair with the block at the net. Her 3rd point of the opening set. West leads 18-15. Watchhorn. Glendy to Skillstad. Across to the West. They get it to Burner. Tips it up in the air and just trying to dump one across with the right hand was J.D. Commons. And now we've got a whistle and a timeout taken by the East Side team. 19-15. We'll step away and we'll come back right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Chris Control back with you on KNEB.TV, radio on the trail, and we're streaming at KHYYFM.com. West Nebraska All-Star Volleyball match, year 32 for the All-Star Volleyball Showcase. We're at WNCC's Cougar Palace. Opening set, West leading 19-15. Really good start for Sydney's Maddie Johnson, kind of leading the way here, really standing out early. Back set, that's Allie Ferguson from Chandron. And Ferguson has her second tally here of the opening set. West now with their biggest lead in the set, 20-15, 5 points away from taking the opener. Serving is Madeline Watchorn from Layton. Dug by Avery Johnson. That'll go as an ace serve. First ace of the match for Watchorn. Second team ace here in this opening set for the West. Watchorn has been tough on serve. Another line drive played by Brianna Glendy. And again, Alexis Zimmer just has to play it across. That's going to let the West get a set up with Berner setting for Molly McNair, and a point goes to the West. They lead 22-15, and just like that, a 7-point cushion here late. And serving is Watchorn. She'll come deep into the right side. At the net, Duke sets it up, and a miss hit from Taylor Conroy. First time we've called her name out of South Lupine. 23-15. West in control. Coming across, and an ace serve for Madeline Watchorn. Her second ace of the set. Watchorn, as the West tries to close it out, Dukes will set it across the floor. Dug by the West, Maddie Johnson. Berner, back set. Ferguson gets it across. Avery Johnson for the East, tracking that one down. Michaela Dukes couldn't keep it in play. And a point goes to the West, and they win the opening set by the score of 25-15. One set down. We've got a guaranteed all 5, so 4 more to go. And we'll come back with set number 2 right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
Wow. The fall's going to be a nightmare, isn't it? opening set here for our 32nd annual West Nebraska All-Star Volleyball match went to the West team by a count of 25-15. A couple of standouts, one on each club. You had Avery Johnson from Maywood Hayes Center, who looked really good both offensively and defensively for the East. And for the West, of course, Maddie Johnson had 5 kills. J.D. Commons real solid, and Molly McNair as well. So the East kind of had the lead early. Back and forth they went, and from about 15 points on for the West, they really kind of took control and wind up with a 10-point win in set number 1. West will be on serve. Chloe Stupka, 5'10", out of Creek Valley, will serve for the West as we start set number 2.
Checking in a libero for the West is Sophie Spady.
Sophie Spady with the libero's jersey on now checks in as Maddie Johnson hits the bench for the West. Serving is Stupka to the front row. Dukes sets it up for Kenzie Skillstad, who finishes off the point in a hurry. Her first kill of the match, and a 1-0 start for the East here in set number 2. Brianna Glendy from Sargent to serve. High looper near the back row to the front. Now Allie Ferguson attacks from Shadron, and she got underneath or into the net. And a 2-0 start here for the East. Head coach is Katie Hoblin from Anselmo Myrna. Assistant is Corey Rohde from Maywood Hayes Center. Brianna Glendy serving. And now a nice job on the double block at the net from Skillstad, but it was Avery Johnson, I think, getting the bulk of that block. She was celebrating pretty heavily after that point. A 3-0 East lead here in set number 2. Quick dropper coming across. They'll bump set. Now Allie Ferguson just gets it across to keep the rally going. At the net, Duke sets up Avery Johnson. Good block, Allie Ferguson. And the point for the Shadron High product.
Allie Ferguson from Shadron, point West. Checking in for the West, Maddie Johnson. Serving will be Sophie Spady.
Sophie Spady, the libero, serves for the West, played by Brianna Glendy. Duke sets it up for Avery Johnson and missed a little bit long and I think a little bit wide as well. So now a 3-2 lead for the East here in set number 2. West won the opener 25-15. Spady to Glendy. Dukes back set near the front row. Now Maddie Johnson back in the match. Spady across to the East. Zimmer. Now Skillstad. They had 2 players attacking. Quick set. And Johnson blocked at the net by Maddie Johnson. J.D. Commons. I think they will credit that point too. She's got 4 points here in the match. Dukes. Avery Johnson off the block. Good for a point for the attacker from Maywood Hayes Center. She's got 4 kills here in the match thus far. 4-3 the lead for the East. Serving will be Kenzie Skillstad out of North Platte St. Pat's High School. Skillstad played to the front row. Strathyde from Shadron set up. A rival throughout the regular season, Maddie Johnson from Sydney, has kill number 6 to lead all players here for both these squads. We're tied at 4. Tylee Strathyde. And an ace serve for Strathyde. 4th ace serve for the West so far today. East looking for their first. Strathyde serving. Comes across right about middle of the floor, almost turned into an ace. Down to get it with Skillstad. Rally continues, back set, and that is a kill for Sierra Garrett, who we saw last week here for Panhandle Prep All-Star Basketball. She's from Gordon Rushville, and she's got her first point of the match. Just like that, East back in front. They're now up 6-4. Glendy played to the front. That was Stupka. Rally continues, east side. Back set from Dukes. Zimmer found the donut hole middle. Nobody got down to dig it. And that was Alexis Zimmer from Anselmo Myrna on the kill, 6-5. East serving down a point. And Zimmer on serve. Spady up near the net and into the net. Out of the reach of Tylee Strathhide from Shadron. And an ace for Zimmer. First of the match for the East. Zimmer serve. Quick diver near the floor dugout. Point continues. Popped up high in the air into the rafters. Brianna Glendy keeps it alive. Ball across to the West. They'll play it up front to Tylee Strathhide. Attacking middle. That's set a little lower than Maddie Johnson wanted it. Now Avery Johnson. Dug by Stupka and across. Opportunity for the East. Block at the net. Cummins and Maddie Johnson. The West has had some good defensive work up front. 7-6. West team leads it.
Coming in for the West, Maddie Watchhorn from Layton.
Watchhorn's in from Layton. Stupka sits from Creek Valley. Cummins serves. Knuckleball job. Creates a free ball opportunity for Watchhorn. And we've got 2 hits against the East. And a point goes to the West. They go back in front 8-6. A 2-point margin right now here in set number 2. West won the opener 25-15. Glendy to the front row, Dukes, and tough opening pass set up the poor set. And the point to the West team, their biggest lead here in set number 2 at 9-6. Good to see WNCC head coach Benny Canales out today. A tip, couldn't get it across. And a point again goes to the West. We've got a timeout. West on a bit of a run. They lead 10-6. We'll step away. Back with more action here in set number 2 right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
A 10-6 lead for the West here in set number 2. The big news today, the football all-star game tonight's been canceled after a player on the East team tested positive after finding out he was a close contact. Canceled for tonight. Block at the net, and that drops in for a point. Avery Johnson.
Off the block, point West.
Oh, and they say that was a point West. The block from Johnson, the ball sailed wide and out of bounds. So point to the West. J.D. Cummins serves, and that'll be an ace serve now for Cummins. That's her first ace. 5th ace as a team for the West side. The East in blue has the 1 ace serve. 12-6. West doubling up here in set number 2. Cummins clips the top of the net. Ball's in the air. Avery Johnson's been very active for the East. Strathhide sets it up for Watchhorn. Little bit of a miss hit, and it turns into a kill.
Kill by Maddie Watchhorn from Layton, point West.
So Watchhorn has her second kill of the match. Cummins back to serve. 7-point lead to the front row. Zimmer sets it up for Glendy.
Glendy with the kill for the East, point.
And the South Loop.
Serving Avery Johnson from Maywood A Center.
Craddock has the point for the East side. Strathhide sets it. Watchhorn from Layton on the attack, down for a kill near the back line. Madeline Watchhorn has her second kill of the set, 3rd of the match. And
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Chris Cottrell back with you on KNEB.TV, 106.9 The Trail, and KHYYFM.com. West team won the opening set 25-15, and they're pulling away here in set number 2, leading 15-7. West head coach Blakely Hoffman from Chadron visiting with a couple of her young ladies as they get the lineup set here coming out of the timeout. Serving is Kaylee Glendy from South Loop. Just the one ace serve so far for the West team, or for the East squad. Now it looks like we've made an adjustment, so that last point went to the East. It's 14-8, and now a service there as Glendy hits it into the net. 15-8. Sierra Garrett from Gordon Rushville now to serve. Played by Avery Johnson. Oh, nice. Tip set across for a quick point for Michaela Dukes. East gets the point on the Dukes point. 15-9. Michaela Dukes to serve now. She goes to the back row at Garrett. They set it up for Watchorn. Free ball across. Still alive. East with the set. Skillstead to the front row for the West. Allie Ferguson dug out there by Kaylee Glendy. And now Alexis Zimmer hits it into the net. The point goes to the West team. They lead 16-9. It's been all West so far today. Madeline Watchorn to the bench, checking in. And right to the service line is Chloe Stupka, 5'10" out of Creek Valley. Boy, a lot of English on that one. Dukes to the front row and tossing it. Was it in or was it wide? Out of bounds. Ball just wide. The point goes to the West. They lead 17-9. So Stupka grabs it and she will serve once again. High floater across to Avery Johnson. Skillstead couldn't get the kill. Dug by Stupka. They get it to Ferguson. Tips it across. Dug by the East Zimmer. Now out of the back row. Dug by the libero. At the net, Allie Ferguson from Chadron. One of our longest rallies we've seen. Probably the longest so far here in the match. And J.D. Commons flat-footed with a roll shot right into the net for a point for the East team. 17-10. East serving. They trail by 7. Brianna Glendy from Sargent to serve. Second team service there here on set number 2. 18-10 the lead as the West team starting to see the finish line here in set number 2. Serving is Spady. Now Zimmer at the net. Good decision by Stupka deep to let it go. And now they say there was a touch. So point goes to the East team. So I think 18-11, they'll get that adjustment made on the scoreboard. Kinsey Skillstad from St. Pat's serves. She serves short to Maddie Johnson. They set Maddie Johnson up in a bullet shot. And Brianna Glendy, she got down to dig it, but played it directly sideways into about row number 3. Maddie Johnson, that was one of the bigger kills we've seen so far in the match. Strouthide from Chadron serves. Played by Skillstad. They set left. Block at the net. Garrett and Johnson combined. 5 points away for the West side. 20-11 they lead. Strathide serving. Quickly by Maddie Johnson of the West. Left side, Garrett. And diving good effort from Alexis Zimmer. Could not keep it alive, so Sierra Garrett has her second point of the set. It's 21-11. They doubled up set number one. Or didn't double up, but won by double-figure points, 25-15. Free for June. Madeline Watchorn with the kill. Watchorn's been excellent. Maddie Johnson's been outstanding. It's 23-13. And after all said and done, on game day, we get a positive COVID test on the East football team. Football game has been canceled. Volleyball only for West Nebraska All-Star Weekend. Strathide, a back set that time to Garrett. Across, tipped. And a point goes to the East as Kaylee Glendy picks up the kill. Strathide sets it for Watchorn. Big blast, but it sails long.
Serving for the East, Avery Johnson from Maywood Hayes Center.
23-15. West leads by 8. Avery Johnson. Now 23-16.
Point East.
Johnson serves again. They go at Sophie Spady. Back sent from Strathide. And long on the kill attempt that time, Maddie Johnson. So a little bit of a run here. And you like to see it for the East team as they are to within 6, 23-17. Tough serve to handle. Free ball back across for the East. They can't do anything with it. Tipping it across. And the East with Glendy to Spady of the West. Strathide sets left. Watchorn with the finish. Madeline Watchorn having a big second set. She's got 4 kills here in set number 2. And the West team is 1 point away from taking set number 2 and making it 2-0 here for the match. Maddie Johnson serves. Michaela Burnett. They get it across. West side. Ferguson bumps it across. East will have to do the same with Zimmer. To the front row, it's to Strathide. Ferguson, her high school teammate, able to get it across, barely over the net, and finds the floor. And that'll close things out. The point goes to Allie Ferguson of Chadron, 25-17, as the West team takes set number 2. They won the opener 25-15. They come back and take set number 2 by the score of 25-17. We're between sets here. A 2-0 set lead for the West. We'll step away and come back with set number 3 right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Whether you're beginning to Allo for Education is back for its 6th year. So far, we've donated $200,000 to local schools, and we're not done yet. We hope you'll join us in helping educators build a brighter tomorrow for the kids in our communities. All you have to do is switch to Allo by September 30th, and we'll give $50 to the participating school of your choice. Already an Allo customer? Tell your friends and earn a $50 bill credit plus our school donation. Let's close the digital divide together. Switch today. Visit allofiber.com/education.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gearing, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gearing at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Again, we'd like to thank both the coaches for the East and the West. For the West, the assistant coach.
Chris Cottrell back with you between sets here at WNCC's Cougar Palace. A 25-15 win in the opening set for the West. They come back and take set number 2 moments ago, 25-17. As PA announcer Jeff Kelly is announcing right now, we'll tell you, and we've told you a couple of times already, but the West Nebraska All-Star football game tonight scheduled for a 7 o'clock kickoff at Bearcat Stadium has been canceled. A player on the East football team tested positive for COVID-19, so there will be no football game tonight. The entire East team is now quarantining, and the West football team is here in attendance as they get a round of applause from the fans here checking out the volleyball this afternoon. A total disappointment for everybody involved, all committee members, anybody involved with the All-Star weekend, and especially for the players and the coaches. But as Dave Hawksworth said in the press release, one of the committee members and the Scottsbluff High activities director, these are the times we are in, and they knew that when they went forward with trying to play these games that this could be a possibility. And I think the bigger picture to think about now is what fall sports is going to look like. The NSAA, zero issues with saying we're going to try and start the sports seasons on time. Because they left every caveat within that statement a week or so ago, talking about adjusting on the fly and having to make tough decisions when the time comes. And I'm sure we're still going to try and get these sports seasons underway in the fall, but I think today is just a real snapshot of what things could look like. It just takes one positive test to affect so many others as far as high school sports. And for today, it was just one single football game. Now you're trying to talk about navigate an entire state, all classes trying to get out here and play high school football. And that's to say nothing about any of the other sports as well. Or school itself. It's just going to be a wild and wacky fall school year, everything combined. And I don't envy any of these decision makers. And we already owe a pat on the back to all the administrators and teachers. They're going to try to make it happen for the kids around the communities all across the state of Nebraska. So the big disappointing news, no football tonight. We are having volleyball, and first day of fall sports is scheduled for practice on August 10th, so really just a little over 2 weeks away from the start of high school sports for the fall seasons. And just a couple moments here, we'll get started in set number 3. West has won the first 2 convincingly, 25-15 and 25-17. So far, Maddie Johnson leads all players. She has 8 total kills. Madeline Watchorn from Layton for the West team had 4 in that second set. She's got 5 total. Avery Johnson leads the East. She has 5. And the East will serve to start set number 3 with Brianna Glendy from Sargent. Glendy serves short, passing to the front row. And now an opportunity for the East. They've gotten off to a quick start in each of the first two sets, and Avery Johnson makes it a 1-0 start here in set number 3. Regardless of the turnout here in this set, how things turn out, we'll play all 5 here. That's a staple of the West Nebraska All-Star games. Free ball, Johnson, tipped by Nicole Berner. She slips. They get it to Madeline Watchhorn. Dug by Burnett, and a point goes to the West. Sierra Garrett of Gordon Rushville has her 3rd kill of the match. We're tied at 1 here early in set number 3. Dug by Glendy of Sargent, and a free ball at the net. Easy finish for Molly McNair. The Chase County product had 4 kills in the opening set. That's her 5th of the match now. Garrett from Gordon Rushville serves. Duke sets up Avery Johnson. Too many touches. Point number 3, and the West leads here 3-1 in set number 3. Garrett from Gordon Rushville serves again, played by Sargent's Glendy. Duke sets up Avery Johnson. Dug by Spady. They'll come back, and Molly McNair finds the block of Avery Johnson, and a point goes to the East. Kaylee Glendy serving from South Loop. And that ball drops in.
Point West.
West picks up the
For the West.
point after really one of their players at the net elected to let it go. Defensive player there for the East near the ball eyed it and said, I think that's going out of bounds. It drops in, 4-2 West. Michaela Burnett dug to the front row. Burner. Back set, Maddie Johnson on the cut shot. East kept it alive. Now they set things up for Molly McNair on the kill.
The kill by Molly McNair from Chase County. Point West.
And a 5-2 lead now
Maddie Watchhorn from Layton.
for the West. Maddie Watchhorn to serve from Layton. Watchhorn's been really solid here tonight. Knuckleball serve, and Brianna Glendy could not handle it. Ace number 3 for Watchhorn. She'll play volleyball at Concordia. And a ball that sails wide from the East, out of bounds, and the point goes to the West. They lead 7-2. Watchhorn still on serve. Line drive into the net.
Serve in the net. Point East. Serving Alexis Zimmer.
West had 5 service errors in set number 1. None last set. Another big win. Their first here in this set. And that ball sails wide over near our broadcast location.
Point West.
Burnett hustling this direction. Could not get to it in time to keep it alive. All of our stat mentions here in the match brought to you by Paul Reed Construction and Supply, and also the Rockpile Division Service and Equipment. Taylor Conroy is checked back into the match for the East team as Brianna Glendy takes a seat. Serving is Avery Johnson. To the front row, Burner sets up Maddie Johnson into the net. And the East picks up the point on the miss hit from Maddie Johnson. Little short on that set there from Burner. Those two work really well together. Johnson serves to McNair. Burner. Back set goes to McNair. The Chase County product can't finish the play. West. Double fish shot sailed high off the scoreboard here at Cougar Palace, so the West picks up the point. McNair from Chase County serves. Played by Kaylee Glindy. Michaela Burnett sends it to the west side, and the set. And now it looks like the East is adjusting a little bit to the pace of some of these big swingers from the west side. So the point goes to the East team, and now Burnett serving. They're hanging around here in set 3, trailing 9-6. Michaela Burnett. Now Burner back set to Maddie Johnson. Off the block. That'll be a point for the west side.
Off the block, point west.
Maddie Johnson now has 9 kills here so far in the match, and she'll serve it with the West leading 10-6. First 4 sets to 25. Fifth, and we will play 5 regardless. That'll be an ace serve for Maddie Johnson. Set 5-15. 11-6 the lead here for the West team. Serving Maddie Johnson. Clips the net. Finds its way to the east side. Ball played across. Now back to the west. Johnson to the front row. And Stupka into the net. Point to the East team. 11-7.
Serving for the East, Michaela Dukes from Juanita Palisade.
Michaela Dukes from Juanita Palisade, 5'8". She'll serve now for the East. Sophie Spady's back into the match for Blakely Hoffman's West Side team. And that'll be an ace serve for Michaela Dukes, the first in the match for Dukes.
Point East.
Dukes again. Down the middle to the front row to Burner. She'll set left side, and Watchorn gets the kill. She found the block, but it sailed wide.
By Watchorn, point west.
Watchorn now has 6 kills. 9 in the match for Maddie Johnson. Watchorn also has 3 ace serves. She's been excellent. Serving. Quick decision. They play it to the front, and down on the kill. That goes to Taylor Conroy from South Loop. First in the match for Conroy. Michaela Burnett in. Conroy goes to the bench, and now set to serve for the East will be Brianna Glendy. 12-9 the lead for the West. East trying to find a way to claim a game here, and now Glendy serves wide of the mark, out of bounds, far side. Third service there in the match for the East side. And serving is Sierra Garrett from Gordon Rushville. Knuckleball to the back row. Dukes sets it up left for Avery Johnson. Dug by Stupka. Free ball and down. That is a kill for Alexis Zimmer from Anselmo Myrna in the East team. Second kill of the match for Zimmer, 13-10. Plenty of smiles on the faces for these East team girls, regardless of the direction that this match has been heading. Avery Johnson punches one up high and across. Burner at the net. Back set. Maybe off the mark. Definitely off the mark. It sailed across. But the West gets the point as Michaela Burnett. I think she was trying to figure out, is that going to land in? Is that going to land out? I'll play it last minute. Kind of mishit on the touch, and the point goes to the West, 14-10. Serving is Watchorn. And Watchorn sails one long.
Point East. Serving for the East, Alexis Zimmer.
Alexis Zimmer now to serve. 5-3 out of Anselmo Myrna. And played by Watchorn. Setting cross court. Maddie Johnson went to the left hand. Rally continues. Burner. And now the bump set. Dug by Kaylee Glendy, and a kill for Nicole Burner. She picks up her first kill. Doesn't see a lot of those opportunities. Knew what to do with that one, and she converts. 15-11, and Burner serves. Good dig by Glendy. Burnett, the tip at the net. Ball goes wide. Point goes to the West. They lead 16-11. And now a net serve.
Point East.
8th service error today for the West, and Avery Johnson from Maywood Hayes Center now set to serve. Out of the back row on the attack, Garrett. Played in the air. Burnett bump sets, and sending it across is Kaylee Glindy for the East burner. Quick set middle, almost out of the reach of Maddie Johnson. Kind of threw off her target zone a little bit. 4 hits, and a point goes to the West side, as the East could not find a way to get the ball across in 3. McNair to serve for the West, 17-12. The set goes to Michaela Burnett, and that ball finds its way into the net. 18-12, it's all West here today, and a timeout taken by the East. 18-12 here in set number 3. Timeout on the floor. We'll come back after this 30-second timeout on the Rural Radio Network.
Be water wise. Did you know that most people over-fertilize their lawns and gardens? This means your fertilizer and money wash down the storm drain into our waterways, where it makes dangerous algae grow. So the next time you fertilize the yard, remember, you're not just fertilizing your lawn, so don't overwater or use fertilizer when rain is in the forecast. Smart waterways add to clean water. This is a message from Tri-City Stormwater.
KNEB.TV coverage, radio on 106.9 The Trail, and we're streaming online at KHYYFM.com. Getting late here in set number 3. Late if you're the East, because you trail 18-12 and you're down 2 sets to none. We will play all 5. Conroy across. West near the net. Burner shoots one to the back row, played by Avery Johnson up front. Burnett pops one across, and now Burner. She'll set it up, and we've got into the net and a point. No, 2 hits from the West side team, and the point goes to Blue. East trails 18-13. So now it's Michaela Burnett serving from Anselmo Myrna. Burnett, serve receive handled by Sierra Garrett. Here comes Maddie Johnson from Sydney, and vintage Maddie Johnson off the right side on the attack and the kill. Second of the set, 10th here in the match. 19-13 West, closing in on a 3-0 start. Clip the net. Over the block, mistiming the jump that time was the double block, and Kaylee Glindy from South Loop picks up the kill for the East team. 19-14. Sophie Spady checks in. Maddie Johnson goes to the bench for the West. Spady from Chase County here with her high school teammate McNair at the net. Burner back sets, and Stupka hit it right into the double block, and a point goes to the East. 19-15. They trail by just 4. Now Michaela Dukes from Juanita Palisade to serve. Jump serve, a little bit of a knuckleball job to the front row. Burner, a little out of system on this set. Watchorn played it across. Rally continues. Burner, dug by Johnson. Now Brianna Glendy. Rally continues. Nicole Burner, lefty tip set that time from Watchorn. And now trying to punch one to the back row. Burner can't finish the play. Glendy off the net on the kill attempt from Garrett. Blocked at the net by Watchorn. Ball traveled backwards on the East. Avery Johnson giving great effort. She is all over the place. Avery Johnson from Maywood Hayes Center, but point goes to the West. They lead 20-15 as Watchorn now has 7 kills in the match. Stupka to serve from Creek Valley. McNair set at the net by Watchorn. Rally continues. Left side. They go cross court. Burner sets it up for Garrett. And a kill for Sierra Garrett from Gordon Rushville, her 4th of the match. West leads 21-15 as they look for a 3-0 start here in our 5-setter.
Serve goes long, point East.
That serve sails long.
Checking in for the East, Michelle Burnett.
So it'll be
Serving, Brianna
Brianna Glendy on serve from Sargent for the East. They trail by 5, 21-15. Serve received, turns into a free ball for the East, and Avery Johnson with the kill. 21-17. Just 2 ace serves for the East. They'd love one right now. Going to keep this momentum late in the set building towards their side of the net. Sophie Spady, burner, and Watchhorn gets another kill. Maddie Watchhorn. How did folks playing late and at that level deal with her? My goodness. 22-17. She's a player. Ball comes across just long.
Out of bounds, point East.
5 service errors here in the set. 10 errors on serve in the match for the West. Kaylee Glendy serving to the front row. Nicole Berner sets it up for McNair. Easy kill.
The kill by Sierra Garrett, point West. Checking in for the West, Maddie Johnson from Sydney. Serving.
Well, my eyeballs told me it was McNair. They said Garrett. So Sierra Garrett picks up her 3rd kill of the match. To the front row, Zimmer. Now Michaela Burnett off the block, and that turns into a kill for Michaela Burnett.
Out of bounds, point East.
Block sailed wide here near side out of bounds, 23-19. West 2 points away from a 3-0 lead. Alexis Zimmer serves, played by Watchhorn. Burner sets for Maddie Johnson. Good block, ball alive. Michaela Burnett. And that ball sails long and wide. 24-19, set point for the West.
Serving Nicole Berner from Sydney.
Sydney's Nicole Berner to serve. Jump serve comes across to Zimmer. Back set. They get it to Avery Johnson. Out of system on the set. And the final here in set number 3, 25-19. So that locks up the match victory for the West side. Now they'll turn their attention to a possible 5-0 sweep. They've won the first 3 sets, 25-15, 25-17, and 25-19 here at WNCC's Cougar Palace. Take a quick break. We'll come back with more right after this 2-minute timeout on the Rural Radio Network.
And we will announce our most valuable players for the East and the West, and also our
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy, supporting local jobs, giving back to our community, investing in entrepreneurship, making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
We would be remiss if we did not thank Scotty's Drive-In here in Scottsbluff, as once again they have sponsored the jerseys for both.
Good buzz when people see how great your cattle look. Feed with greatness.
Match win. They've won the first 3 sets, 25-15, 17, and 19.
Thank you.
We'll have another set here. Number 4 to play to 25 and then to 15 in the 5th. West will serve when we get things started here in set number 4. Looks like Allie Ferguson. You know, for more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving their clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 632-7561. Together, you'll go far. Blakely Hoffman from the West team getting the lineup situated over at the scorers table far side. And it'll be Allie Ferguson to serve now for the West team. KNEB.TV, 106.9 The Trail, and KHYYFM.com. And now it'll be the Eastern at the scorers table with Katie Hoblin, trying to make sure everything is lined out properly. Monument Physical Therapy, and keep this in mind once we get to high school sports, regardless of what it looks like, athletes are going to wind up with the bumps and bruises, and that's where Monument Physical Therapy comes in. They've got the Bumps and Bruises program that offers 1 free consultation and 1 free follow-up for all area athletes. Monument Physical Therapy in Gehring. Again, no West Nebraska All-Star football game tonight, canceled after an East football team member tested positive for COVID-19. So that decision was made late this morning, of course, in conjunction with the Panhandle Public Health Department. And it's really just a window into what the fall could and probably will look like. Yep, we're going to try, probably play a bunch, probably have a bunch of stuff canceled and adjusted also. We'll hope for the best as fall sports approaches. Allie Ferguson to serve, and an ace serve to open up set number 4. First ace of the match for Allie Ferguson. Total of 8 aces for the West team, just 2 for the East by my numbers. Very unofficial. And now a service there with the aces. Come the net serves at times. They've had 11 miss hits from the service line, just 3 for the East, so you take the good with the bad. Really, West just has more power in this matchup. Simply put, J.D. Commons with a kill from Ogallala. Hit it in and off the double block. Ball goes out of bounds. Commons now has 5 kills in the match. 2-1 start here for the West team. Madeline Watchorn's back into the match now for the West. She's been outstanding. Avery Johnson's been the best player on the floor for the East team. Watchorn, or was that Maddie Johnson? She gets the big finish. Maddie Johnson.
Maddie Johnson with the kill, point West.
She's got 11 kills in the match. Watchorn and Johnson for the West and Avery Johnson for the East. They have been the 3 standouts here today. Serve received, dug out. Ball comes over near the scorer's table, played by Alexis Zimmer. Watchorn, Strathhide, back to Maddie Watchorn, just wide. And the point goes to the East.
Serving for the East from North Platte St. Pat.
West won the first 3 sets, 25-15, 17, and 19. Near ace turns in to a sure thing. Maddie Johnson on the right side wing with the kill.
Serving for the West from Shadron, piling Strathhide.
So it'll be Strathhide serving. The Shadron High Lady Cardinal playing with her head coach Blakely Hoffman this week. Michaela Burnett passing to the front row. J.D. Commons on the attack. Unable to finish was Watchorn. Michaela Burnett swats one across. Rally continues. Dukes to Avery Johnson. Passing front row, Strathhide. She'll set it up for Johnson, who bumps it across. Avery Johnson over the double block. Now McNair sets up Maddie Johnson. She knows what to do with it.
The kill by Maddie Johnson, point West.
When you surveyed both rosters, when those became official, It was pretty clear she was going to be one of the standouts, and so far she is not disappointed. Miss hit from Avery Johnson, who's been great for the East team. Avery Johnson from Maywood Hayes Center, here with her head coach, Corey Rohde, today. Serve comes across, down to get it, Dukes. They'll set left side to Michaela Burnett. Dug by J.D. Commons. Good effort by Strathyde, and then Commons sends it across. Rally continues. Avery Johnson, I think she hit that one into the net. 4 hits, and a point to the west side. And a service error from Strathyde. She knew it the minute she made contact.
Serving, Alexis Zimmer from Anselmo Myrna.
Zimmer from Anselmo Myrna to serve. Serve received, J.D. Commons to the front row. Watchorn, a rarity.
In the net, point East.
Yeah, she blasts that one upper third of the net. Point goes to the East, 7-4, and serving is Alexis Zimmer. West plays it up front. They'll get it to McNair. She sends one back across. Back set. Dug by Strathyde. Watchorn sets up McNair. And Mallie McNair picks up the point on the kill for the west side. McNair from Chase County. Serving is Maddie Johnson. Doubling up the East here, 8-4. That serve might have gone long. They played it either way. It was played up near the front row, into the net. Nobody there to save the point. Continue the rally for the East, and the West leads 9-4. Pioneers baseball tonight on KOZY 1013 with pregame at 5:45. Excellent job by Dukes to keep it alive, and they got it across. Rally continues. Strathyde to her high school teammate Ferguson. Ferguson, her or Watchorn, one of the two, into the net. The point goes to the East team.
Checking in for the East, Taylor Conroy from South Loops.
South Loops Taylor Conroy comes in. Serving for the East is Avery Johnson. Serve received to the front row. Here comes Ferguson on the attack from Chandron. Left side, Michaela Burnett. She's improved throughout the match. Skillstad. Little roll shot across from Dukes to the front row. Tipped across by the West. That was Mallie McNair. Now Burnett. Roll shot. Strathyde sets up Ferguson. Dug by Dukes to the front row. Bump set. Unable to finish the East team. Now Strathyde. Watchorn. Good dig out of the back row by Avery Johnson. Burnett, another roll shot. McNair sets it up. Ferguson plays it across to Burnett. Quick set middle, and the block. Madeline Watchorn picks up the kill. She's now up to 9. Only one in double figures for either team is Maddie Johnson. She has 13 kills, 10-5 West. They've won the first 3 sets already. And now a net serve from Watchorn.
Net serve, point East.
Errors on serve. That's now 13 for the West.
Sophie Spady from Chase County. Serving for the East will be Michaela Burnett from Anselmo Myrna.
So Burnett from Anselmo Myrna to serve. To the front row. Setting is Strathyde. Zimmer for the East. Sets up Michaela Dukes, and that wasn't touched at the net on the block. Point goes to the West. They lead at 11-6.
For the West, Mallie McNair from Chase County.
McNair from Chase County to serve. Comes near side, just wide, out of bounds. Point goes to the East.
Point East. Michaela Dukes.
So Michaela Dukes now on serve from Juanita Palisade. Smacks the ball, serves across, almost an ace. Good serve receive on the dig by the West team. Left side on the set, Skillstad. We had either Commons or Strawthide into the net, and a point goes to the East. It's now 11-7. Check that, 11-8. Duke serves to McNair. Maddie Johnson on the attack near the 10-foot line. Right side, Zimmer. Tipped off the block at the net, and the point goes to the East side. Give the kill to Alexis Zimmer, her third. And it'll be quick in the fifth, playing to only 15. Michaela Dukes on serve. There's an ace for the East. Dukes has her second ace of the match. Just past a quarter after 5. On serve, Dukes, line drive. This time she tried to go back to that power well, and that turns into a service error, just the fourth of the match. On the East team, Allie Ferguson from Chadron to serve now for the West. Ferguson on the jump serve, and that one sails long.
Out of bounds, point East. Brianna Glendy from Sargent to serve for
now Brianna Glendy on serve. East down by just one, 12-11. Passing front row to Strawthide. They get it to Maddie Johnson, and that was Brianna Glendy. She just couldn't help herself. The minute she touched that one up and it sailed backwards and long out of bounds, she knew she should have let it go. Maddie Johnson gets credit for the kill. Fourth of the set. She has 14 in the match. Double trouble now along that front line with Watchorn and Johnson ready to go to work. Passing front row, quick set, free ball. Avery Johnson there. Rally continues. And the West, they had Stupka. I think Commons right there. Neither could dig it out. Point goes to the East. It's 13-12. And serving is Kinsey Skillstad from North Platte St. Pat's. Maddie Johnson off the block. And Skillstad could not keep it in play. Fifth kill of the set for Maddie Johnson. She has 5 of their 14 points. Serving is Tylee Strawthide. Setting left. The dig sails up near the upper limits of the roof here at Cougar Palace. Quick set. Will dump across from Avery Johnson. That winds up an East point. Johnson 9 kills in the match. 14-13 our score.
Checking in for the West, Sierra Garrett from Gordon Rushville.
And Sierra Garrett from Gordon Rushville's in. Serving for the East is Alexis Zimmer. Strawthide, quick set, Watchorn. Maddie Johnson, or Avery Johnson, got the touch right near the net. Deflected off to the left and an easy point as Watchorn gets credit. Maddie Johnson serves and serves an ace. She's got 3 aces, 3 for Watchorn. 16-13 our score, West in front. Jump serve from Maddie Johnson. 6 service errors here in the fourth set. 16-14. East on serve with Avery Johnson. They trail by 2. Serve receive, Maddie Johnson to the front row. The set, playing it across. Watchorn touched it last for the West. They'll set a double block up. They get the high deflection to the front row, Strawthide. And Ferguson, Avery Johnson came flying in from the right. And I think Skillstad might have had a better shot to dig that one out and keep the play alive.
Serving for the West, Maddie Watchorn from Layton.
But Maddie Johnson just continues to tally him up. And now Watchorn serving wide of the mark, out of bounds. And the point goes to the East.
Checking in for the West, Sophie Spady from Chase County.
Chase County, Sophie Spady replacing Maddie Watchorn, who takes a seat. Serving will be Michaela Burnett from Anselmo Myrna. East down by just 2. This is about as close as they've been this deep into one of these first 4 sets. Ferguson from Shadron, and that third touch from Zimmer. Ball's harmlessly on the east side of the floor. West leads 18-15. Serving will be Sierra Garrett. Garrett serve. Touched by Kaylee Glindy. And an ace serve for Sierra Garrett, her first ace. Now 10 aces in the match for the West. Garrett again. Doug to the front row. Quick little dump set across. And finishing JD Commons for the West team.
Point West.
20-15. Late here in set number 4. Kaylee Glindy. Now the third touch from Glindy. We'll just play it across. Strothide. Commons. Front row pass. Here comes Kinsey Skillstad.
The kill by Kenzie Skillstad. Point East.
Point to the east side. They trail 20-16. Serving will be Michaela Dukes.
Serving for the East, Michaela Dukes.
Kaylee Glindy takes a seat. And the jump serve from Dukes. Played by Garrett from Gordon Rushville. They set it up for Allie Ferguson, who
In the net, point East.
tried to go against her body a little bit, tip it back to her right, as her momentum was taking her to the middle of the floor. Into the net, point to the east. They trail by 3. Back set, Ferguson. Touched up off the block, rally alive, Avery Johnson. Played by Commons. Strothide sets up Ferguson. She hits it right into Brianna Glindy, but the East stays with it, and they wind up with the point.
Point East.
As the West side could not dig it along the back row. 20-18. Can the East get one done here? They trail by 2. Duke serving. Strothide bump sets it for Maddie Johnson. Good dig by Brianna Glindy. Now Skillstad hits it 10 feet too far, out of bounds, and the point to the West. They lead 21-18. They are competitors. They don't want to give an inch and let this East team get a game. West has won the first 3, 25-15, 17, and 19. Ferguson, Avery Johnson, now Skillstad, over top of the double block. Strothide sets it up and finishing for a kill right down the heart of the defensive unit for the East is JD Cummins on the finish. She has 7 kills in the match. West leads 22-18. And now Ferguson gets that serve into the net. Didn't keep Avery Johnson from just diving to where she was expecting that ball to come if it came across. She really utilizes those knee pads. About 8 service errors here in the set. Back set from Strothide. Commons couldn't finish. Across to Spady. Strothide sets up Maddie Johnson. You know what that means. Point West, 23-19. 7 kills in the set. And Maddie Watchorn back in for the West team. Commons from Ogallala serves to Avery Johnson. That ball got into the net. And wide of the antenna. Point goes to the West. They lead 24-19. And a set point here serving will be Ogallala's JD Commons. Michaela Burnett, and unable to get to it. And 25-19 as the West has won the first 4 sets here at Cougar Palace. One more to go. It'll happen in a hurry. They'll play to 15. We'll take a 2.5-minute timeout. We'll come back with the 5th and final set right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Both these teams and coaches a round of applause for a game well played this afternoon.
Santa's been busy making his list, but the elves at Viero are helping him check it twice with big Christmas and July savings on iPhones like a free SE or up to $700 off 11 series with a new line of service and eligible trade. Need 2 lines? Buy one, get one for you and the kids. Hurry in before these deals are gone. Visit a local Viero store or Viero.com for more details. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Box Butte General Hospital continues our mission to lead and innovate in healthcare delivery and community wellness. But this isn't just a hospital. This is home to exceptional patient care. This is the greatest place to work, receive care, and practice medicine. This is innovation in action. This is community wellness. This is where specialty clinics fit your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. We are Box Butte General Hospital. This is us. Great things are happening here since 1976.
Plant seeds of safety around irrigation equipment. Here are some potential hazards. Avoid moving irrigation equipment on windy days. Never try to remove an irrigation pipe that is contacting a power line. Keep spray from irrigation systems away from power lines. Make sure wiring is always grounded properly. Stay away from irrigation systems during lightning activity. We should always promote safety in all fields of endeavor. This message is brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
And if you can give something to watch, Horn, do that too. Just about ready for the 5th and final set. It's been all red. That means the West, and they have been in complete control. They've won the first 4 sets, 25-15, 25-17, 25-19, and 25-19. I just had to submit my MVP votes, and really there's one from each team. You could have gone a couple of different directions for the West. To me, a no-brainer for the East. We'll see how things shake out once this match finishes up. Start of the 5th set. We'll go to 15 here in this one. See if the East can maybe squeeze a set victory in here. It'll start with a big blast for the West, but dug out. Rally continues, and the East will wind up with the first point. Avery Johnson gets the block at the net. And it's Brianna Glendy serving to Sophie Spady, passes front row. Berner sets it up for Ferguson. Tipped across, chance now for the East. Avery Johnson hits it into the double block, and a kill for Avery Johnson. 2-0 East here in the 5th and final set. Glendy to serve. Nearly a free ball. Both Berner and Avery Johnson kind of hesitating on both sides of the net. It winds up a 3-0 start here for the East. Glendy trying to find a rhythm now on serve. Hustling over to get it. Berner now out of the back row. Garrett, that was Stupka that played it across. Now Avery Johnson popped up into the air. They'll send it front row. Allie Ferguson to Michaela Burnett. Burnett down to dig that one. And Zimmer with a right hand hit it up halfway up the net. First point of the set for the West. Sierra Garrett replaces Sophie Spady, and serving is J.D. Commons from Ogallala. Right side, Stupka. And now Garrett hits it into the block. A solo effort that time for Avery Johnson and the point. Check that. Garrett got the kill. (3-2). Common serves. Avery Johnson. Into the net by the West team, and a point goes to the East. I think that was Allie Ferguson from Chadron into the net for the West team.
Serving for the East, Davy Glendy from South Loop.
Glendy from South Loop on serve. Nicole Berner back sets. Allie Ferguson tips it across. Now Avery Johnson. That's in for a point. Johnson has 3 kills here in the first 5 points for the East in this 5th and final set. They lead 5-2. Kaylee Glendy serves. Stupka to the front row. Berner back set, out of system, but rally continues. Zimmer hustling, and Avery Johnson hit that one into the net. Point goes to the West, and they trail 5-3.
Serving for the West, Allie Ferguson from Chadron.
So Allie Ferguson will serve, 5'8", out of Chadron. They were outstanding in girls sports this last year. Serve receive on the dig, Dukes. Michaela Burnett off the net. That kind of glanced off the net, which took it a different direction from where the block was set up, and that turns into a kill for the East. And now Alexis Zimmer to serve. Nicole Berner off the left side wing, Maddie Watchorn. Zimmer, now Avery Johnson. That goes wide of the mark, out of bounds, point to the East side. Check that West side. It's 6-4 East with the 2-point lead. Now Nicole Berner will serve for the West. She's from Sydney. Berner's jump serve, knuckleball job handled by Brianna Glendy. Dug by Berner. Now Maddie Watchorn. Playing it across was Stupka. Attack and a kill for Avery Johnson.
Johnson with the kill. Point East.
It'll be Johnson to serve. She has 13 kills herself tonight. She's been excellent from Maywood Hayes Center. Nicole Berner sets middle to Maddie Watchorn. Tried a little roll shot off both feet. Not much airtime on that one. Point goes to the East. It's 8-4. Avery Johnson, Allie Ferguson passes to the front row. Berner sets it up for Sierra Garrett. To the east side, middle. I think we got Conroy into the net. No, 4 hits.
Point West.
And now we'll get some substitutions. Yeah, it was Conroy into the net. Point to the West. Maddie Johnson comes in. You see her. Looks like McNair from Ogallala. And who else just entered? It looks like maybe Strathhide from Chadron. Anyone else out there with Watchorn? Maddie Johnson, Allie Ferguson. And I think that's J.D. Commons. Now up front. 8-5 East. West already has the win. 4 sets to none so far. (8-5), and it'll be Shayla Burnett serving for the East. Out of the back row, Allie Ferguson to Burnett. Passing it is Zimmer. Free ball, easy point for Taylor Conroy.
Serving for the East, Shayla Burnett from Anselmo.
Second kill of the match for Conroy. East leads 10-5, and serving is Michaela Burnett. Now Strawthide sets it left side. Commons, boy, she's got some nice leaping ability. Opportunity now off the set. Can McNair finish? She cannot. Zimmer to Strawthide. Attacking middle. And Watchorn missed the target. 12-5. East trying to close on a high note, 3 points away. Make that 4-11-5 our score.
Back again for the East, Kinsey Skillstad from North Platte.
Kinsey Skillstad replaces Avery Johnson. 11-5 the lead for the East. Michaela Burnett to serve. Good serve. Good serve receive, but nobody there to play it, so it was the serve of Burnett that set that up. Now we get a timeout taken by the West. They trail by 7. We're back right after this 30-second timeout on the Rural Radio Network.
You may look forward to spending the seasons with family in your home, but not when these critters come knocking on your door. That's where Benzel Pest Control saves the day. Family owned since 1976, we provide prompt, professional, and efficient services to keep your home or business safe and secure all year round.
With 3 generations and more than 4 decades of service to the Nebraska Panhandle and Southeast Wyoming, Benzel Pest Control is the only name in all seasons pest defense.
Chris Catron with you as we're in the closing moments of the 32nd annual West Nebraska All-Star Volleyball match here at Cougar Palace. Michaela Burnett serving for the East team. West leads 4-0. We play all 5. Tylee Strawthide. Then Commons. Now east side of the net. Glendy sending it across Strawthide. Now back to the east, quickly back to the west side. Set. And Commons. A lot of power here so far on this point. And that is going to be a kill for Kaylee Glendy from South Loop. 13-5 our score. We'll have a quick runs of post-game show for you. And again, remember, no All-Star football tonight due to an East player with a positive COVID-19 test. That news breaking late this morning. Strawthide sets it up. Watchorn got a second opportunity on that rally. 13-5 the lead. Spady to the front row. Strawthide sets up Commons. She'll shoot one to the back row. Played there by Skillstad. Dukes across to the west. Now Watchorn as the West tries to rally. Madeline Watchorn has her first kill of the set. She has 11 for the match. 13-6. And Watchorn to serve now for the West team. Madeline Watchorn has been outstanding. She's from Layton. Spady to Strawthide. Commons off the touch from Glendy, and that'll be a point and a kill for J.D. Commons from Ogallala. In the air, Kaylee Glendy, west side of the net. Ferguson. That'll be a kill for Allie Ferguson. She has 5 in the match. And another timeout taken, this time by the East. Their lead cut to 5, 13-8. Another 30-second timeout for you right now on the Rural Radio Network.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home. with a new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Back at Cougar Palace, closing moments of our match. Set number 5. West leads 4-0 in sets. East leads here in the 5th, 13-8, 2 points away from making it a 4-1 final. Strathide to Commons. Little tip into the net, comes up short, and it's the East 1 point away from claiming one of the 5. They lead 14-8. Serving will be Michaela Dukes from Juanita Palisade. Dukes a little flutter ball across. Watchhorn, dug by Burnett. Passing front row. Sent across by Conroy. And on the big blast, it goes to Allie Ferguson. Set up by her high school teammate, Strathine. McNair will serve for the West. She's from Chase County. They trail 14-9, make it 14-10. McNair has her first ace. 14-10. East still 1 away. Can they close it out? McNair serves. Skillstad. Dukes sets it up for Conroy into the net. Now 14-11. Skillstad will sit. Coming into the match will be Avery Johnson. Mally McNair to serve. 14-11 East. They attack Johnson. They set. Conroy. Or check that. That was Glendy. Rally continues. Johnson. Passes front row. Back set to Zimmer. And Zimmer a block at the net. That was J.D. Commons on the point. 14-12. The East has not been able to close it out. They take another timeout as they try to settle things down. And at the conclusion of this one, we'll get MVP announcements, one from each team. And that'll do it for West Nebraska All-Star Friday, with the football game canceled late this morning. Quick huddles all for the East. They're ready to go. So my All-Star MVP ballot for the East, I went Avery Johnson, and for the West, I went Maddie Johnson. You could also hand out a third to Madeline Watchhorn. She was that good. Zimmer passes front row. Dukes on the back set. Dug by Watchhorn. Passing left side off the double block. Commons can't finish the point. Coming left, and Glendy misses long. Kaylee Glendy out of South Loop had the set win in her sights, but couldn't handle it. Shot sailed long. 14-13. Can the West get it done and earn the sweep? Johnson. They will go to Avery Johnson. She came short, tried to find the donut hole. Punching it deep. Ball alive. Strathide sets it up for Ferguson. Dug by Johnson. And Johnson's, or check that, that was Burnett. The ball sailed up near the net. Had it gotten over, it would have been an easy smash for Ferguson. She let it go into the net. We're tied 14 apiece, and here comes the West, trying to make it a 5-0 sweep. Serving is McNair once again. Blocked. Ferguson puts the West in front, 15-14. A wild finish here in the 5th as the West tries to pull off the comeback victory and get the 5-0 sweep. Mally McNair. Two go after on serve receive. And missing long, Avery Johnson. A 5-0 sweep here for the West team. 16-14 in the 5th. 25-15, 17, 19-19, and 16-14. A 5-0 sweep as the West wins the 32nd annual West Nebraska All-Star Volleyball match. Runs a post-game show coming up right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
It's time for something different.
And for the West, from Sydney High School, Maddie Johnson. And once again, we'd like to thank you for attending the 36th annual West Nebraska All-Star Volleyball game. And please drive home safely.
A 5-0 sweep here for the 32nd annual West Nebraska All-Star Volleyball match at Cougar Palace on campus at Western Nebraska Community College as the West team wins it in a 5-0 sweep, 25-15, 25-17, then 25-19 and 25-19, and a big rally in the fifth and final set. They come back and win it 16-14. MVP announcements have been made. Trophies have been passed out. We'll come back and name those MVPs, one from each team, right after this when we come back with more on the Runza postgame show.
I've been asked to, if you could please stay off the floor unless you're a player or a coach. Thank you.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Well, really no surprise, a sweep for the West. Not that that's not the surprise. I mean, that you knew the West would be solid coming in here with their talent. Didn't know as much about some of these East players, but a lot of talent on both sides. But all West in the match result, 5-0 sweep. Let's get to those MVPs, starting with the East. Avery Johnson, this one was really a no-brainer. Unofficially, I had her down for a total of 13 kills. She's the winner of both the Sportsmanship Award and the MVP Award for the East Club here today. Your Sportsmanship Award for the West went to Sophie Spady of Chase County, and no surprise on the MVP, Maddie Johnson, who I had down for a total of 17 kills in the match. You could have handed out a third, Maddie Watchhorn from Layton, clearly one of the top three players in this match for the West side. So Maddie Johnson, the West MVP, Avery Johnson, the MVP for the East squad. We'll come back after one more quick timeout and wrap up our Runs the Post-Game Show right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Chris Cottrell back to wrap things up with you here early on a Friday night from WNCC's Cougar Palace. All West team on the scoreboard. They get a 5-0 sweep, 25-15, 17, 19-19, and then a comeback in set 5 as they win it 16-14. Your MVPs for the East, Avery Johnson, and she also took home the Sportsmanship Award. That same award for the West to Sophie Spady, and the MVP to Sydney's Maddie Johnson. Sophie Spady from Chase County, Avery Johnson, Maywood Hayes Center, winning both awards for the East side. There will be no football tonight. If you missed it, the West Nebraska All-Star football game has been canceled due to a positive COVID-19 test on one of the players from the East side. That became official late this morning, so no football tonight at Bearcat Stadium here in Scottsbluff. We've got Pioneers baseball coverage just underway on KOZY 1013. First pitch at about 10 minutes away. Also streaming online at KOZYFM.com. So we've got the Pioneers tonight as they start up a series at Souris Valley. So that is a wrap for West Nebraska All-Star Weekend. And in the press release this morning, Activities Director at Scottsbluff and committee member for the West Nebraska All-Star Games, Dave Hawksworth, said, look, we knew when we went forward with these games that this was going to be a possibility, and that possibility turned into a reality as the positive tests became official this morning. Easy call to cancel the football game as the committee worked in conjunction with Panhandle Public Health here locally, and so no football tonight. Now we just have to wait and see how chaotic things become with the start of high school sports in the fall. Day one of practice is August 10th, and even just here next week, we've got football camps for both Scottsbluff and Gering High School. So we really start to turn our attention now full-time to how things look and might turn out for fall sports. But glad we got the volleyball match in today. West the winner in 5 straight. That'll do it from Cougar Palace. For Matt and Sarah helping out on the TV side here this afternoon and this evening. Big thanks to those folks for showing up on short notice. And, of course, radio on 106.9 The Trail and streaming online. For all those folks, I'm Chris Cottrell. Have a great weekend. That's a final here, 5-0 sweep for the West in West Nebraska All-Star Volleyball.
Heartbreak, she ain't gonna show it.
A Colorado duo is arrested after leading Scottsbluff police on a pursuit Thursday night. KNEB.TV News starts right now.